Then the game I was watching like a lot of an LS, and that's
Yeah,
why my champion pool is the way it is.
I knew LS was gonna be in that.
Yeah.
I follow the same logic, except I just chose Garen instead of Annie because I'm a top laner.
Hmm.
So why are you not providing any vision?
Oh, this part was actually because the game I don't really know what I was doing, but I think I was trying to fix something, so I didn't want to walk up because
Okay.
in case it roamed. I think there was something like wrong with my mouse or something. It wasn't working properly. But normally I do try to stand like where I went to after I fixed the mouse,
Mm-hmm.
just in case they roam.
Oh boy.
You know, he comes back in like 30 seconds. So the thing that like has me really confused is trading, because like I hear people say, you should like against a melee lane you should like poke them out, but then I also hear people saying, if you walk up too far you're going to take minion damage and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. So like at the start I used to play like a week ago I was playing I used to play super aggressively into lanes like Z and like other melee lanes, especially level 1 where they can't really do much. And then
Right.
but now I like try to play more passive and stuff because I'm not really sure when I should be walking up to hope or when I should be backing and staying safe.
Okay. I can go over that. Let's see. The main thing that's important is that you stay far enough away to where you
Hmm.
can immediately walk out of the aggro range of the minions.
Okay.
So you'll walk to like here,
Yeah.
out of the Z if he walks up, but then immediately you back out.
Okay.
You don't want to be here because then it's going to take you longer and you'll end up taking multiple shots.
Okay.
That was good. You didn't take any damage. Here you can do it again because you're still far out of faster
Minion
minion
aggro.
range.
Yeah.
You end up doing. So right here, this is
Hmm.
an instance where you need to be more aggressive because you
Yeah.
have your stun up. So you can be
Okay.
standing like right here and then just throw an auto, Q, back away, Q, auto, whatever order you really want to do it. Um,
Uh-huh.
but he's not going to be able to respond with any damage. And yeah, I guess you just hold it for a while. Especially here when he goes up for this minion.
Okay.
That was good.
I flashed because I thought my auto would kill him. I thought I had one more tick of Ignite up.
So the reason that you didn't kill him, and it'll get to it here in a second. See, killing minions. Here you W. Now, what I should be seeing is you walking this direction, but instead you kind of walk this way. So why do you think I want you to walk down instead of to the right?
Because the Zed's gonna retreat because I'm doing a lot of damage to him, and this way I chase him down because I'm already walking the direction that he has to retreat to.
Right. What else?
So um, it saves time, I guess, and I guess it pushes him towards the direction of my Nocturne. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, you get further away from minion aggro.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
So you get completely out of reach that way.
I see.
And then here, the reason that you didn't kill him is because you hesitated on flash queuing him.
Flashing. Yeah. Then after this part, I try to shove in, and then I greed out a bit later towards the end. Because I see the Gregors enter the bush, there's a ward, so my Nocturne spots it.
So was the idea to kill the Gragas by you both running?
Yeah, like I was kind of like I hesitated to go up because I was waiting for the Nocturne to like walk around and go past the wall, and then we could sandwich the Gregors. That's why I was just walking around for a bit. But then once the Nocturne threw the Q, then I just ran at him to try and stun him if I could.
So the problem with this idea is that there's no way you kill this Gragas.
Okay.
He can just E this wall.
Yeah.
So you're better off doing, well, you've got two options. Either you just back away and just let him kind of walk out of the bush and you get your items, or you can bait him, and the way you do that is by just walking closer to here, but don't directly run into him while using your E, because then it's very obvious. This Zed should have backed a long time ago.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like all in him here with Flash W, but then I miscalculate the amount of damage I can do.
Well, your flash is also down, so.
I mean, not my Flash. I mean, I tried to all in him here, but then I miscalculate the amount of damage I do with Electrocute proc. So I ended up trading 1-for-1.
You see how far back you are?
Yeah.
Why are you this far back when you know that Gragas had to run away due to Nocturne being here, and Zed's so low? There's no way he kills you from this health. So you should be standing, like, right here. If he tries to go for that W combo, he's gonna take a Q and W.
Okay. And then he dies.
Yeah. Or at least he 100% will have to back up.
Yeah.
Especially now, he has no energy. There is no reason whatsoever to respect him.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was pretty bad for me to walk up there too, because I just let the Z walk further up the lane and get some farm.
Yeah.
I was never gonna get the Gragas anyway.
Mhm.
Then here I died because I walk up too far and take like 5 casters and I didn't kill the Z. So then after this I get Seeker's Arm Guard first item.
That's good. Let's see item difference. Okay, so he has slight advantage just because he had better options when it comes to spending his gold. Okay, all fine. Okay. You always need to be paying attention to your XP. As soon as you see that the next minion is going to be level 6,
Yep.
be standing here.
Okay.
Because you, with your ultimate, there is no way he competes with you until he gets his. And he missed all of those minions from when you had the giant wave earlier.
Yeah.
So he's behind in XP. Right there, I should have seen Tibbers just completely going on him. Even if you don't kill him, that's fine. Because you can just shove out the wave.
Yeah. I actually do that a lot. Like even like if I'm not like I tend to choose to like opt to set them up for a kill. So like I'll get them to like 25% health and I won't drop Tibbers because I just don't want. Like, I'd rather go for the kill instead of pushing them back.
Oh.
Yeah.
That hurt to
really
watch.
bad. Then I die here too.
Oh man. Wait, how do you die?
I think I no I don't know. Actually I don't die. Sorry,
Okay.
my bad. I killed Z. He stays too long.
You both stay too long.
No, because the reason I stayed was because I saw him in the lane. Then I knew all I had to do was ignite him, and he would die. And then I believed that he would try to like W me or something, and then I just had to dodge the Q and just hit ignite.
You definitely should have left by this point.
Yeah, but the reason I like my thinking for trying to stay was because I didn't want because like the wave was like hard pushing like slow pushing and I didn't want to miss the whole wave, but in the end it just cost me even more because I left the fat wave for the Z to take while back. Yeah, I was just kind of waiting for the Nocturne to ult in. Then once Desire used her ult, I flashed, and then I stunned her with the Tibbers. Then I greeted out because I thought I could stun the Z while he went for the Senna. I thought I could stun him, and then we kill him too. And like also something I was facing this game was the Z kept shoving me in, and I didn't know if I didn't know if I was strong enough to walk up and contest like because I would just like stand back and let him just WEQ the whole wave, then I clear whatever like his wave that was crashing into my tower. So because of that, I gave up like a lot of priority in the lane, and didn't really have much pressure.
Well, if he uses his whole combo on the wave like this, then how is he gonna trade with you?
Yep. I think I was just like I was just being like too scared. Like I was just too scared to Z. That's why I was so scared to walk up like the whole game. Because I wasn't sure how strong his all-in was.
Not sure what the AFK was there.
It was I had like a ping spike. Then
Yeah.
because of that, Nocturne died.
Okay, his combo's down. Be right here. Because you have a long time till his W's up.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. W auto back up. Yep. That's good. Combo him. Perfect. Woo! Okay.
I did all ignite. Yeah. Then Nocturne dies too.
So, I said perfect, but one thing that was missing there is, yeah, the ignite. But it's fine.
I think if I hadn't held on the like again, I try to set him up for the kill. I think if I had altered there, I would maybe dissuaded him from ulting me.
So, are you saying ult him when you have stun or after?
Like just part of the combo in general. Like so like I drop everything.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it would.
then you run the risk of him ulting you during that.
Doing my ult because like
Yes.
he's not stunned.
Right. So like what I'm saying is like you try to ult him, he ults you,
Mm-hmm.
takes no damage,
Yeah.
and then you get really out traded. Yeah, if you're gonna use the ult, you definitely need to use it before the
First.
W. So you use
Okay.
Q and then ult, make sure it connects, and then W last. Plus,
Okay.
with the ultimate first, that gives Tibbers enough time to get one smack in before he jumps away. What are you running in your secondary page of runes?
Um. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. So I have electrocute, cheap shot, eyeball, and then relentless hunter. Then for second page, like second, I have sorcery with celerity and gathering storm.
Okay.
Then I go offense, offense, and then magic resist. I mean magic resist or armor depending on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So something that you could at least consider doing is
Mm-hmm.
going down inspiration and taking stopwatch into Zed.
Okay.
If you want to go into Zanya's against him,
Yeah.
so you could get more value out of that. Not necessarily saying you have to, but it could be an option to help you in the matchup.
Okay. Yeah, I try to match the Z roam. I couldn't, but I died to the Leona. I see him walking down because I see like the Nocturne all inning, so I know he's there. I don't see the Leona, however. Actually, I do, but I just missed it. I also thought that I stayed in lane for like a long time this game, but maybe it was because like now the towers besides top, like we haven't dropped any outer towers. But like I felt like I wasn't really doing much with the map, and like their by now their team has already gotten I think three dragons. No, sorry, like two dragons. Like we haven't really done much to stop it.
Mm-hmm. That was partially due to just everyone else losing besides you,
Mm-hmm.
but also because you were playing so passively, you couldn't really stop Zed's influence.
Yeah.
And you weren't getting vision control because you were so far back.
Then here I walk down, and I really breathe out because I don't think they'd be able to kill me. I mean, I knew they'd all in me, but I didn't think they would actually do it. So I took the riskier walk back up to the tower. And we all kind of just run it down here, but they survive. But we lose the third dragon of the game. So I died, but we stopped the Baron. So I don't know how worth it was, but I thought like it could have gone worse. Maybe I should have just given it up because like there was no way we could have stolen it because like Nocturne was really bot side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and stop it if I could.
If you're gonna do something like this, where you're trying to pick off the Zed, you need
Mm-hmm.
to wait until Twitch and Senna are within range.
Okay.
Because when you did it,
Yeah.
yeah, you were here, they were all the way over here,
Yeah.
and weren't really
Yep.
able to help you.
Mhm.
pick.
So around here, I
Nice.
see that didn't want him to get the last dragon. And then here's where we start to get like a glimmer of hope for a comeback.
Okay. So how do we mess it up from here?
I actually threw this game because they like they were going for their last Cloud Drake, and I like, cause it's been a couple days of preseason. I don't know like how valuable the souls are, so I didn't want them to get it. And
Yeah.
because of that, Senna and I, we like, cause our Nocturne was top when they were taking the Cloud Drake, so Senna and I kind of like we dared to try and stop it. And because of that, because our whole team was top, like our Fiora and our Nocturne was top, and I think our Twitch was in base or something.
Okay.
Then we overextended, we got caught and we died, and then they won off that because our team really couldn't do anything. Because I have to be there to burst the Zaya, not they just die. Like we're doing quite well around now until that last part where Senna and I get picked, then they win. And there's a base fight where we lose pretty hard too.
Part of the issue, so at this current point, 3 of them are down. So the only ones that are up are Zaya and Leona.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you just ran away from the turret. Now, I don't know if it's because Drake is coming up,
That was for Drake.
but you still have a while until Drake comes up.
Yeah, it was like 20 seconds or something.
So, you completely just let them keep their turret without any extra benefit.
Yeah.
You also lost your opportunity to dive the Zaya.
With the big wave we had.
Yeah. Okay, so Cannon Minion still gets the turret, but you definitely could have pressured more. And if you had killed the Zaya, this okay, well you still get this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Setting. Right.
Yeah, this is where we start to throw. The Twitch walks up too far, then they get caught, then we lose our in hits. Then here I was really kind of like greeding for like a W flash onto the Zyra and Zaya. And then because of that I lead my Nocturne to die and then I have to flash away too.
Yep, as you're exactly right on the issue there. Because that whole time you should have been just careful pinging Nocturne and letting them have the inhib. Maybe killing one of them with ultimate, but not very likely.
They shove in bot and then they get in hip too and they overextend a bit, so we managed to win the fight after that.
Tanya's. Okay. Good.
And then we trade in hip for in hip.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're back in this.
Then here I was trying to find an item that I could build that would give me damage and then would also have magic resistance, but I couldn't think of what to build.
Mhm.
So I was contemplating like Banshees or Morelos, but in there, and I just went Morelos. But I wasted a lot of time just thinking. And I see the Z bot, so I don't want to go down and compete for Baron because we don't have TPs or anything. I don't want to lose the game off a backdoor.
So when it comes to items, I think Banshee's Veil would have been much better, considering the
Pick potential.
abilities they have. But on the topic of backdoor,
Yeah.
that's not really a concern.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason that that's not a concern is because Baron's up.
So, I see. So if we kill the Baron, we get the fastbacks, right?
Right. So if they have, let's say, 4 at Baron, and they try to have 1 back door, you're gonna slaughter their 4, get Baron, and then even if they get a turret, it doesn't matter. You have Baron.
Yeah.
Or depending on how efficiently you kill them, you might be able to just go top and end the game, while sending 1 person or maybe 2 to stop the other person.
Yeah.
Another thing, it is very hard to backdoor. Well, yeah, I guess they can do bottom backdoor. I was gonna say it's very hard to backdoor mid, but as that's trying to go for the bottom. Yeah, if you were there, let's see. I don't know if you actually would have made a difference in this game. I'm not gonna say it was super highly likely, but there was definitely a chance that you could have turned the fight around. Considering if you were there initially instead of pondering on items for 30 seconds,
Yeah.
you definitely could have been able to help. Yeah.
Then we lose the Baron. Then once Cloud Drake spawns, then we kind of lose the game. Yep, then here they go for Drake. I walk down with Senna. I see Zaya entering the bush, but I didn't see the Zyra, so I tried to walk up to ult the Zaya. But I got caught by the Zyra and Senna and me die. So I walk, then I see the Zyra enter the bush, so I tried to ult her, but we got caught and we died. Then they win off that.
The part of the reason that you are so vulnerable here is because you haven't upgraded your trinket.
I see.
If you had blue trinket, then you
Yeah.
wouldn't have had to worry about getting caught right here because you could have checked to see if people were nearby.
Okay.
So in any kind of situation like that where you have to worry about getting picked off, blue trinket's
Yeah.
gonna be your best bet.
Okay, so like if we are behind and then we need to like we don't want to get picked off and stuff, then blue trinket. Then if we are like ahead and stuff and we want to be the ones getting picks, then red trinket would be better, right?
Yeah, because you'll need more vision control.
Okay.
Well, the main thing is just how worried you are about getting one shot. And that's why generally top laners won't take blue trinket because they don't have to worry about just getting blown up instantly.
I see.
But your Twitch, on the other hand, does have blue trinket because if he walks up, he's obviously going to get one shot.
Okay.
So I have a few notes written down, but do you have any questions before I show them?
Um, no, none that I can think of at this moment.
Okay. Notepad. Got this is primarily early game, but not necessarily just early game. Cooldowns and manage. In this case, energy. As I said, you don't necessarily have to do this, but it could be beneficial if you struggle in the matchup.
Okay.
I didn't see you buy many control wards.
Yeah,
I don't know if you actually bought any that game.
I think I got one maybe.
Okay. Then with that, you want to be warding major objectives, and or deeper. So, and this was partially why the enemy team was able to get so many Drakes and Herald, because you guys never had vision on any of them. Instead, they were able to just walk up and take it.
Hmm.
But if you had some vision on there, it would have been easier to coordinate trying to stop them from taking them. Or it might have even just discouraged them from taking it for a little bit. Advantage. So when I'm saying this, you had a couple instances where you tried to force something when it was 2v3, 3v5, whatever. You always just want to wait for your teammates to get there so that you have an even. Obviously, if possible, you want to be in the advantage, but you can't always get that, especially in this game when you're so far behind.
Yeah.
And then last one was the blue trinket, which we covered that just a minute ago. If worried about getting one shot / enemy sneaking objective. Any questions about those?
So actually for the control wards, right? Should I be using the control wards to deep ward their jungle so I can see the jungler? Or should I be warding like our jungle entrances so that like more defensively so that I can't get ganked and stuff?
Okay. So when it comes to that question, generally, if you can, it is better to have deeper vision.
Okay.
However, if you don't know where the enemy jungler is and you try to ward their jungle, you're running the risk of just getting blown up, or at least burning flash.
Yeah.
So you only want to do that if either A, you've killed your mid laner and can still handle the jungler, or B, you see the jungler on the opposite side of the map of where you're trying to ward.
Okay.
Then you can go for that.
Okay.
And so then anytime that you can't do that, that's when you should be just looking to have your defensive wards because you're worried about getting ganked or warding objectives, whatever.
Okay.
Anything else on that?
Oh yeah, then for like when it comes to like trading and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like especially like when it comes to like the minion waves and stuff. So should I be walking like when you talked about at the start, when you were saying like how fast should I be walking? Should I take traits? So I should take traits whenever I can, as long as I know that I'll be able, so I take traits that I walk back to avoid minion damage, right?
Yes.
So like whenever I see an opportunity where I'm not extended too far forward, I should just try and Q or auto or something, then immediately back off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially
Okay.
if you know that your opponent is gonna have to step up in order to last hit a minion.
Okay. So should I trading stance where I walk up whenever my minion's about to die, or
Yes, that's
like
exactly what
all
I'm
the
talking
time.
about.
So should I do this all the time or only against matchups where I'm like specifically stronger?
Well, that's specifically what trading stance is for, is when you're stronger. You
Okay.
can use it when you're even, but you just
Mm-hmm.
have to be very careful of your opponent's range,
Okay.
or what abilities you can and cannot dodge.
Okay. And then the other thing is if I see my lane opponent burn his cooldowns, like if the ZWEQs, right?
Right?
And say he kills off my entire like all three of my caster minions. So he still has 6 minions in his wave. Should I walk up and trade with him
Yes.
even though he has the bigger wave? Because I still out damage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Especially at that point, if he's already got three abilities, or especially longer, the minion damage from one, maybe two shots is not going to be as much as your combo.
Okay.
And also, depending on what you stun, if you stun with your W, then you definitely don't have to worry about that because you'll stun the minions in the process.
Okay. Then just one last thing is, so when you talked about why I should be walking down the lane to like chase the Z and avoid the minion aggro,
Yes.
does it apply in like all situations? So whenever I'm trading, do I always try to get as far away from the minion aggro as I can?
Okay.
Like say, or do I like try to maybe go further, like back into my tower? Like if say like avoiding the minions means going down to the river, is that better or worse than taking more minion damage by walking into the safety of my tower?
So the times that you want to go down are
Mm-hmm.
when, try to get it to where it's not red. Okay. So the times that you want to do that are when you're not worried about getting ganked, because you weren't going to have to extend like super far to where Gragas could just instantly jump onto you. But also,
Okay.
it depends on the size of the minion wave. Because if you think that your opponent's going to continue to fight you and you have a really big minion wave, then
Yeah.
sure, you can stay in your wave because your wave will do more damage.
Okay.
But that's only if you believe that your opponent's going to fight you. If you know they're going to run away, because especially how low he was, then
Mm-hmm.
obviously you need to be chasing him if you're going to go for the kill.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't really have any more questions.